I had two men going at me at the same time, one from each side, if you know what I mean. And they were speaking in another language to coordinate what they were going to do to me without me knowing, okay? And the language they were speaking might surprise you. So if anyone doesn't know, I'm an entertainer of the hotel variety, and it is my job to entertain lovely gentlemen in hotel rooms for some cash. Now, I had gotten a group booking. I had two lovely men book me together. I think they were a little bit nervous. They were both losing their V cards, you know, and they both wanted to do it in a safe environment with someone who wouldn't be judgmental. I think they wanted to do it with their friends to make this house a little cozier. So I show up, and it is these two guys. They're both, I want to say, in like their 40s. Two businessmen here on a business conference in New York City, which I get a lot. Most of my clients are wealthy businessmen. Sometimes I have celebrities, musicians, rappers, politicians. I sign a lot of NDAs, right? But these were two very wealthy businessmen that were here on a trip. And they are basically explaining to me what they want out of the service, all their fantasies that they've been dreaming about for all these years, and all that shit. And I'm really happy to oblige. It all seems like easy enough to take part of. So we're going at it, we're doing our thing. One of the men is on one side and the other man is on the other side, and all of a sudden they start speaking to each other. And I can't understand what the fuck they're saying, right? I'm there like, I don't know what's going on, I hope I'm not supposed to, because this is very obviously not English. Now, I speak Russian, because I'm Russian, and I speak English, obviously, and I speak a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of Japanese from my time studying abroad. But, like, this is nothing that I recognize. They keep going at it, and they finished the service. They fucking did a lot of shit, right? And at the end, I'm like, I gotta ask you guys, what language do you all speak? Like, I thought that you were flying in from California. I didn't know you guys were from, like, a different country. Like, where are you from? They look at me and they say, oh, no. We don't speak, like, any languages from other countries. Well, at least not any countries on the planet Earth. What? They're like, yeah, we were speaking Klingon. You were speaking what? Wait, what? What were you speaking? Klingon. What does that mean? What does that mean? They're like, you've never heard of Klingon? It's like, it's Star Treck. Oh, okay. Okay, so, like, I never got into Star Trek. I never got into Star Wars. I'm assuming they're different. I'm so sorry to everyone out there. I never got into it. But Lavender Mama likes, like, I think Star Trek. And so, like, I had a little bit of an understanding. And I was like, no fucking way. You guys, like, learn the entire... That's kind of badass. Honestly, that's kind of badass. They decided that they would be too nervous speaking in the language that their entertainer could hear for the first time, right? So they devised this plot that if they wanted to communicate while they were doing their thing, they were gonna speak in Klingon so the two of them could communicate what they wanted to do without me hearing it and judging them or doing any of the things that they were scared that I was gonna do, which I would never judge, you know? But these two men learned a whole lot. I'm sure they didn't learn it just for this, but they're sitting there speaking in Klingon as they're absolutely demolishing a Femboy for the first time. And you know what? I deeply respect it. Pop off.